All right, out in Aurora, one of our annual favorite big haunts, Basement of the Dead. How was it this year?
Well, this was my third time. The previous two times were excellent. This time it totally blew it away. This is going to be a prime contender for the Golden Chainsaw. So that means it's definitely in the Hall of Fame for this year. My favorite character was this ghoul with a huge drill. I think he was new this year. The set design is top notch, and there's not really any wasted space in there. And you know those stupid things where you have to go through like vinyl, and I don't think there's only one in there, right?
Yeah, and it's short too.
I would say if you only see one haunt this year, I don't think you're going to be disappointed if you pick Basement of the Dead. It's a little bit intense, so some people might not like intense, but for people who could handle it, they're going to have an excellent time in there.
All right. Okay, least favorite of the night, I know. This one out in Aurora that we were forced to go to, Basement of the Dead. What'd you think, Laura?
Yeah, I was forced, right? No, this one every year we love going to it. We went to. They've had what was a Valentine's Day haunt. It was a blackout, fantastic. This haunt. I mean, every year it seems to, you think, well, how can they top it? How can they do this? But they seem to do it every time. This year was absolutely exceptional. They actually, as much as I loved it in the past, they actually topped it from the past. It's very intense. There's actors everywhere. They're all over you through the whole haunt. The makeup, the costumes, the props, the sets. You are just immersed into this with all these people coming at you, all these actors, and they don't let up at all. It's just the whole thing is just completely intense. And they got me a bunch of times because you don't expect it. You're, walking around, and then sometimes there's different actors that pop out of one place and then there's somewhere else. Absolutely, it's outstanding. I absolutely love it. Not to mention just the haunt, but you've got the wait entertainment. You've got a DJ with music playing. You've got people on stilts and costumes and great wait entertainment. The clown in line, that we were going to go in, he was great. The other actors are great. This is absolutely not to be missed. If you can only go to one or a couple haunts this season, Basement of the Dead should be on the top of your list. Do not miss it. Absolutely fantastic. Hall of Fame. Big contender for the Golden Chainsaw for this year. I can't say enough about it. Don't miss it.
All right, Basement of the Dead. I don't even know where to begin with this one. All I can say is it's got three major things that I love in a haunt, and it's got them in spades. One is the costuming and the masks on each one of these actors is top-notch. I don't think I saw a single actor in there that didn't have a full facial mask or prosthesis on in some way or another, covering their face partially or fully. Outstanding. The costuming, outstanding. Every one of the actors is unique. They have unique performances. No two are the same. They're creepy. They're in your face, but in a really interesting way. They snarl at you, they growl at you, they're guttural. Some of them make weird sounds. Other ones talk to you in some whispery voice. Other ones talk in sort of high-pitched voices. And Basement of the Dead excels at the double and triple scares. The way the haunt is designed, you go past a certain actor or actors, you will go past them again around the other side or around another side again. They are constantly coming in and out at you in different places. They're in your face all the time. You can't escape them. It's their world. You're just visiting it. And Basement of the Dead immerses you. As soon as you get in there, the second you're in there, they're on top of you, these actors. They're all over the place. There are so many of them. The church scene was outstanding. Every single actor in there, there were about 6 of them in there, and they were all doing something different at the same time. Masterfully done. Wonderfully done. We loved every single scene. The big guy with the drill on his hand.
Yeah, that guy running at me, scared the crap out of me.
3 or 4 times. The guy with the animal head on in the church scene, the 2 girls, the one bending over backwards, the other one in the pews. She would hop from pew to pew and talk in your ear about how they're going to save you and all this stuff. Is just crazy, creepy, nutty stuff that you love. You're applauding, you're scared, you're just excited about the whole thing. It seems much longer than it is. It's about 15 minutes long. Outstandingly good. I can't say enough good things about Basement of the Dead. They've outdone themselves this year. Hall of Fame, isn't even enough. It is a contender for Golden Chainsaw. It's going to be a hard choice this year, but Basement of the Dead is up there. As Michael and Laura said, if you can only visit one haunt, this is one you definitely should consider. It lives up to the hype, and we don't say that about very many haunts at all. And before I end, I have to say Shattered is a 3D experience that's also part of this. Full of clowns. They give you 3 flashlights that light up the 3D. Clowns are all over you in that one. They're funny. So Basement of the Dead is intense. Shattered is also intense, but in a funny sort of way. That's just an added bonus. Basement of the Dead, it's 15 minutes long, but you feel like you've gotten more than your money's worth. And how many haunts can you say that about? We absolutely loved it this year.
Am I out of order? Because Jim, you're going to show me first, right?
No, Jim's first. I'm starting with Jim. Because I also say Jim said.
Okay, because I'm referring to what Jim said.
No, Jim is first.
Okay, do I have to start over?
No.
Okay. So anyway. Okay.
Now you have to start over.
Need the little clap thing.